A wise man once said, "Confidence is the best outfit. Rock it and own it, just like you do." Have you ever felt a special spark with someone, only to watch it fade away because of a missed signal? It can be tough when you know there was potential for something beautiful, especially if you think you could have done something differently. In this video, we'll share important lessons about attraction and relationships to help you avoid these moments. We'll talk about how personal hygiene matters, the power of body language, and how to build real emotional connections. And here's the key. If you're a young man looking to impress older women, showing maturity and confidence can make all the difference. You don't just want to catch their eye, you want to capture their hearts. So, let's dive in together and make sure you don't miss another chance at love. Pay attention to personal hygiene and scent. Imagine you're on a date. The chemistry is there. You're leaning in, the conversation is flowing, and it feels like something special. But then, as you get closer, you notice something you can't ignore, an off-putting smell or signs of poor grooming. Suddenly, your excitement fades. No matter how good the connection is, a lack of basic hygiene can kill the vibe instantly. Neglecting how you present yourself sends a message that you don't care about how you come across, or worse, that you don't care about the other person's experience with you. When it comes to attraction, hygiene matters. It can be the difference between being unforgettable and just another person in the crowd. Well-being is achieved little by little, but it is no little thing itself. Zeno of Citium. Zeno reminds us that even small, daily choices add up to something bigger. Taking time each day for basic care shows that you're committed to living well and making an impact, and this commitment becomes part of the impression you leave on others. So, how do you turn this into action? Start with a routine. Shower daily, brush your teeth, and keep your clothes fresh. Find a fragrance that feels like you, something subtle, not overpowering, just enough to leave an impression. A little scent goes a long way. Pay attention to the details, like clean nails, fresh breath, and well-kept hair. These small acts show respect for yourself and anyone you meet. When you show up like this, you're sending a message without saying a word. I care enough to put in the effort. It's an invitation to come closer, and it leaves a lasting memory. Show confidence and respect with a hint of vulnerability. Think about someone who's trying too hard to impress, always bragging or hiding behind a mask of toughness. It feels exhausting, doesn't it? When we only show the confident side without any vulnerability, it creates distance. People can sense when someone's pretending to be perfect, and it can come across as insincere. On the flip side, if you lack confidence altogether, it's hard to build attraction. A lack of self-respect or overly defensive behavior can prevent real connection and intimacy. People want to connect with someone genuine, strong, but also human. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus reminds us that true power comes from within. When you're calm and self-assured, you don't need to put on a show. Confidence, when combined with a bit of openness, allows others to feel at ease and want to get closer. Start by building quiet confidence. Know what you bring to the table and believe in your own worth. Don't be afraid to share small moments of vulnerability. A story about a challenge you've overcome or something personal about your life. When you show respect for yourself and others and allow a little glimpse of your real self, it becomes powerful. People feel they can trust you, and that trust builds attraction. Let your actions speak louder than your words. Show that you're capable and grounded, but don't be afraid to laugh at yourself or admit a mistake. This balance between confidence and vulnerability makes you approachable and real, which is exactly what draws people in. Show ambition and dedication in your own life. Imagine someone who's always drifting, never setting goals or working toward anything meaningful. It might feel nice at first. They seem laid back, maybe even carefree. But as time goes on, it becomes clear they lack drive, passion, and a sense of purpose. Without ambition, it's hard for others to see you as someone who's going places. A lack of dedication to your own growth and goals can make you seem unmotivated and uninspiring. In the end, people are drawn to those who want more out of life, who are working to better themselves and create something meaningful. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Epictetus teaches us that ambition is built on self-discipline and vision. Knowing what you want and working toward it isn't just admirable, it's magnetic. When you live with purpose, others naturally want to be part of your journey. Think about what you're passionate about and set some goals. Even small ones count. Take action every day, even if it's just a small step towards something that excites you. Share your plans with others when it feels natural. Let your dedication shine through the way you talk about your goals and the way you spend your time. When you live with purpose and ambition, you don't need to tell people you're interesting or driven. They'll see it for themselves. Your actions, discipline, and focus will speak for you. Ambition is attractive because it shows you're someone with dreams and the drive to make them a reality. When you have this spark, people will want to be close to you, inspired by your commitment and vision. Subtly show interest early on to avoid the friend zone. Imagine you meet someone amazing and you start spending time together. You get along great, share laughs, and even a few secrets. But time passes and you still haven't made your interest clear. Suddenly, they start talking to you about someone else they like, someone who wasn't afraid to show their feelings. You've been put in the friend zone. When you don't make your interest known early, you risk being seen as just a friend. They may never realize that you wanted something more, and they may even assume you weren't interested at all. Fortune favors the bold. Seneca reminds us that sometimes taking a chance is essential. If you want something, especially something meaningful, being bold and honest can open doors that staying silent never will. From the start, don't be afraid to show your interest. Small things make a big difference. A warm compliment, holding eye contact a little longer, or a gentle touch on the shoulder. Drop hints that show you're interested in more than friendship. You don't have to overdo it. Subtle signs are powerful. If you're nervous about making it obvious, think of it this way. Clarity brings comfort. When they know you're interested, it removes any confusion and lets the connection grow naturally. Be clear and open about your feelings early on, so you don't look back and regret not making your intentions known. Let other relationships naturally highlight your appeal. Think about someone who's constantly trying to prove their worth by talking about themselves, their accomplishments, or even how much others like them. Instead of coming across as attractive, they can seem insecure and overly focused on impressing others. On the other hand, if you rely too much on one person's attention and lose your other friendships, you can seem dependent or desperate. The truth is, being valued and respected by those around you naturally makes you more appealing. When you're well-liked and respected, it creates an aura of confidence and depth that's hard to ignore. Associate with people who are likely to improve you. Seneca. Seneca reminds us that surrounding ourselves with positive, supportive people helps us grow. When we have good relationships, we reflect qualities of kindness, respect, and loyalty, all traits that naturally attract others. Maintain strong friendships, family bonds, and connections with others in your life. Don't neglect your close relationships just because you're interested in someone new. Spend time with people who know you, respect you, and bring out your best qualities. When the person you're interested in sees how others appreciate you, it will highlight your positive qualities without you having to say a word. Instead of trying to make yourself look good, focus on being genuinely connected with others. Your character will shine through in the way you treat those close to you, and that quiet confidence will make you stand out. Real attraction doesn't come from proving yourself. It comes from being true to who you are and letting others see it naturally. Recognize playful teasing as a sign of attraction. Imagine you're chatting with someone who constantly jokes around with you, playfully teasing your interests or habits. At first, it feels fun, but if you misinterpret this teasing as rudeness, it could lead to misunderstandings. Playful teasing is often a way to show affection, but if you shut it down or take it too seriously, you might miss a chance for deeper connection. Failing to recognize this flirtation can lead to awkwardness, and you might end up distancing yourself from someone who genuinely likes you. Humor is the only test of gravity, and gravity is the only test of humor. Aristotle. While Aristotle's words focus on humor, they remind us that playfulness is a key part of connection. When someone teases you, it's a way of expressing interest and comfort. Embracing this light-heartedness can lead to a stronger bond. When someone playfully teases you, respond with laughter and light-hearted banter of your own. Don't take it to heart. Instead, see it as a sign of attraction. This dynamic can create a fun, flirty atmosphere that encourages closeness. If you find yourself feeling uncertain, remember that it's all in good fun. Match their energy with your own playful remarks, but always keep it respectful. Playful teasing can break down barriers and build a connection that feels exciting and safe. Embrace this playful energy. It's a natural part of flirting that can make your interactions memorable and full of spark. Respect her personal space and time. Imagine you're really into someone and you want to spend every moment together. But if you start crowding their personal space or demanding their time, it can quickly turn from charming to overwhelming. When you don't respect boundaries, it can create tension and discomfort. People need their personal space to feel safe and comfortable, and ignoring this can push someone away instead of bringing them closer. You might come off as needy or controlling, which can damage any budding relationship. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Epictetus. Epictetus reminds us that respecting others' autonomy is crucial. When you give someone the freedom to choose how they spend their time, you demonstrate that you value their needs and feelings. This respect fosters trust and comfort. Start by being aware of her body language and verbal cues. If she steps back or seems distracted, give her space. Ask about her schedule and interests and respect her commitments. Show that you're interested in her life beyond just your own desires. Encourage her to share her passions and take time for your own interests as well. This balance is key. When you both have space to breathe and grow, it strengthens your connection. Respecting her personal space and time shows that you're confident and mature, and it creates a healthier dynamic that can lead to a deeper, more meaningful relationship. Tune in to subtle body language cues. Picture this. You're having a conversation with someone who seems engaged, but you notice their arms are crossed, and they're leaning away from you. If you ignore these subtle signs, you might miss important signals about how they feel. Neglecting to read body language can lead to misunderstandings and miscommunication. If you push forward without being aware of her cues, you might come across as oblivious or even intrusive, which can push her away instead of drawing her in. Men are disturbed, not by things, but by the views which they take of things. Epictetus. Epictetus teaches us that perception is key. By paying attention to body language, you can understand the unspoken feelings behind words. Recognizing how someone feels is crucial to building a genuine connection. Pay close attention to her body language during conversations. Look for signs like eye contact, posture, and facial expressions. If she's leaning in, making eye contact and smiling, those are great signs of interest. However, if she's looking away or crossing her arms, it might be a signal that she needs space or isn't as engaged. Ask open-ended questions and observe her reactions. If she seems comfortable and responsive, that's a good sign to keep the conversation going. But if you sense hesitation, take a step back and give her time. Being in tune with these subtle cues not only shows that you care, but also helps you navigate the dynamics of your interaction more smoothly. When you respond to her body language appropriately, you create a more comfortable and inviting atmosphere that encourages deeper connection and intimacy. Compliment her appearance thoughtfully. Imagine complimenting someone on their looks, but you do it in a way that feels generic or forced. For example, saying you look nice without any sincerity can come off as insincere or even patronizing. If your compliments lack thoughtfulness, they can create awkwardness rather than attraction. On the other hand, if you ignore her appearance altogether, she may feel overlooked or unappreciated. Failing to recognize and appreciate her beauty can leave her wondering if you truly notice or value her. Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness. Seneca reminds us that every interaction is a chance to uplift others. Thoughtful compliments show that you're aware and appreciative, which can deepen the connection between you. When you compliment her, be specific and sincere. Instead of just saying, "You look pretty," try something like, "That color really brings out your eyes. It suits you perfectly." This shows you've noticed details and genuinely appreciate her unique qualities. Timing matters too. Compliment her when she's looking her best or when she makes an effort, like trying a new hairstyle or outfit. These moments feel more meaningful. Also, balance compliments about appearance with compliments about her personality or talents. Tell her how much you admire her sense of humor or how impressed you are by her work ethic. Thoughtful compliments create a warm, inviting atmosphere. They show that you see her, appreciate her, and are interested in more than just surface-level attraction. This depth can foster a stronger emotional connection and make her feel valued. Build an emotional connection for deeper intimacy. Imagine having fun on a date, sharing laughs and enjoying each other's company, but it feels a bit superficial. If you only scratch the surface and avoid deeper conversations, you risk missing out on a real connection. Without emotional intimacy, relationships can become stagnant or fade away. If you don't open up and share your thoughts and feelings, she might feel like there's a wall between you. This lack of connection can lead to feelings of loneliness and frustration. making it harder for either of you to feel truly close. The things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius highlights the importance of introspection and connection. By sharing your thoughts and feelings, you can create a rich tapestry of understanding and connection that draws people closer together. To build a strong emotional connection, take the time to have meaningful conversations. Ask open-ended questions about her dreams, fears, and passions. Share your own stories and vulnerabilities as well. It's essential to create a safe space where both of you can express yourselves without judgment. Practice active listening. Show genuine interest in what she says by nodding, maintaining eye contact, and asking follow-up questions. This demonstrates that you value her thoughts and feelings. Don't shy away from discussing topics that matter, like personal values or life experiences. Vulnerability can be scary, but it can also be incredibly bonding. The more you share and connect on a deeper level, the more likely you are to foster a meaningful relationship that goes beyond physical attraction. Building this emotional foundation will lead to a richer, more intimate relationship, where both of you feel valued and understood. The depth of your connection can create a lasting bond that makes both of you feel fulfilled and excited about the journey ahead. Respect her friendships, as they are often important to her. Imagine you start dating someone, but you don't respect the close friendships she has. You make comments that dismiss or belittle her friends, or you try to monopolize her time, pushing her to choose between you and her friendships. This can create tension and resentment. Ignoring her friendships can make her feel like you don't care about what's important to her, which can lead to feelings of isolation or conflict. It's vital to recognize that her friendships are a part of who she is, and dismissing them can push her away instead of bringing you closer. Friendship is the source of the greatest pleasures, and without friends, even the most agreeable pursuits become tedious. Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson reminds us that friendships are fundamental to happiness and fulfillment. Supporting her relationships shows that you appreciate her happiness and value her life beyond your own. Make an effort to get to know her friends. Ask about them and show genuine interest in her relationships. Attend group outings and social events where her friends are present. This will not only show that you respect her friendships, but also help you integrate into her life. Encourage her to spend time with her friends, and don't take it personally when she does. Celebrate her connections and understand that having a support system is vital for her happiness. When she sees that you respect and appreciate her friendships, it strengthens your bond. You'll create a safe space where she feels free to be herself, knowing that you're not just interested in her, but also in the people she cherishes. This respect lays a foundation for a healthier, more balanced relationship where both of you can thrive. Approach her with empathy when she's upset. Imagine she's having a tough day, feeling overwhelmed or upset. If you approach her without empathy, maybe by brushing off her feelings or trying to change the subject, it can create a rift between you. Ignoring her emotions or being dismissive can make her feel unsupported and alone, pushing her away when she needs connection the most. This lack of understanding can damage trust and intimacy, leaving her feeling misunderstood and disconnected from you. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Epictetus. Epictetus reminds us that our reactions can define our relationships. Approaching someone with kindness and understanding can create a safe space for healing and connection. When you notice she's upset, take a moment to check in with her. Approach her gently and ask if she wants to talk. Use open-ended questions that allow her to express herself. For example, "I noticed you seem a bit down. Do you want to share what's on your mind?" Practice active listening. Give her your full attention without interrupting. Validate her feelings by saying things like, "That sounds really tough. I'm sorry you're going through this." Empathy doesn't require you to have all the answers. Sometimes just being there and listening is enough. Remember that showing empathy builds a strong emotional bond. When she feels heard and understood, it deepens your connection and strengthens trust. By being her safe haven during tough times, you demonstrate that you care about her well-being, which can create a powerful intimacy that draws you closer together. The attraction between an older woman and a younger man is real and strong. Older women know what they want. They don't play games and are clear about who they are. This confidence is magnetic. Younger men feel drawn to them because it's refreshing to be with someone so real. They're inspired by her experience and by the way she carries herself. At the same time, younger men bring a fresh, exciting energy that older women appreciate. They're open to new things and don't see age as a barrier. This mix of confidence and excitement creates a bond that feels natural and full of life. Now we're at the end of this video. Before click to the next video. Now it's time to change your life. I want you to take responsibility for your life. You are a young man and seeking for your love or attraction. Don't hesitate. Just tell her about your feelings using above these lessons. Do you want to get her? If yes, then give me a promise. Write in the comment below. I will tell her everything what I feel. And don't forget to share your own thoughts. I will check every one of your comments and features the most inspiring comments in our channel.